All right, good morning, everyone. It is July 11th of 2025, and let's talk about the market. So going in yesterday, as you guys know, we were talking about the four ETFs here, and one of the things that I had mentioned is that SPXL had nothing left to be short of here once we took these three candles out from the previous day. And at the time, it really looked like we might possibly get back up to here. Uh, I know in the SPY, if we look at the SPY, we put in an all-time high right here. See that for the year? There's no one left to be short against. And once no one is left to be short against, the money is to be made is to the downside. And I had so many people tell me yesterday that we were going to go higher, we're guaranteed to go higher. And I've been doing this long enough to know there are no guarantees in the market. It will do whatever it wants, and it will fool the majority of the people out there. And this isn't a video to go neener, 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 I told you so. It's more or less an educational video to say that once the money has been made to the upside, the probability of it continuing to go to the upside, there has to be a very, very strong conviction in order for that to happen. But enough with that. Let's talk about our daily setups because we have quite a few of these here. So this is how I do my homework. And I make a lot of notes. This is a lot of the stuff that I really don't share with people as far as when I do some videos. But every morning I grab my cup of coffee, I have a routine, and I look for my daily and I look for my weekly setups. And it has taken me quite a while to develop this routine. But if I'm truly being honest, the hardest part about it was learning how to be disciplined enough in order to do it every day. And once I made it a habit to do it every day, I noticed that my trading started to improve dramatically. Now, will that happen for you? I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is you've got to do your homework going into the day. If we look at AMD here, we already have a 212 for the week, and we have a possible 2-2 rev to the downside. Bank of America inside day and down. Here's the interesting thing about Bank of America. We have earnings coming up right here. So are they going to knock this thing down? We don't know. We'll see what happens. At the moment, they're knocking everything down because of the news. Um, Whatever. I mean, I follow the news, yes, but at the same time, I follow price action more or less than the news. Carnival Cruise Line is possibly setting up for a 222 rev down for next week. CN has a 212 in force for the week. CME possibly another one setting up for next week to the downside. Dash, really like Dash here, possibly to go lower. Let me clean this up. To clean this up, all I'm going to do is I'm going to save this as a new drawing set as BIG. And oh, here, let's do this. Let's save this as I did that totally wrong. Man, I need more coffee. We want to save this one as BIG. And then on the default here, we need to get rid of that just to clean that up. What I like about Dash here is that we have a possible 222 rev down. And this thing is at almost all-time highs. And for those of you who have watched my videos, I love to short stocks that have a setup like this to go back down. Check out some of those other videos. Disney, same thing. Enforced 322 down on the week. We've got a 2-1 setup for the day. Flex, just waiting for this one to possibly reverse and set up for next week to the downside. Hims, Volatility. We'll see if they want to hit this thing to the downside with the 2-1 on the day. Robinhood, this thing is getting so extended. Look at this. It's not even showing up anymore. That's how extended this is. That doesn't mean it can't keep running and knock out the previous high. What I'm looking for is this possible 1-2 reversal to the downside. Coke in a defensive market, Coke has a tendency to go back up. If you look at this, look at how Coke has been trading right here within this box, right here, roughly. That's the box right there for Coke. And that should look familiar for the people who have studied the logo that I have. Netflix, this was a huge winner for us yesterday. We took this all the way down, and you can see here on the week it's 222 rev down. Will they go lower? Netflix is kind of a different creature in the sense where it usually will do the opposite in the market, but we'll see what happens. Nvidia, we're just kind of waiting to see if they trigger this to the 222 rev and set this up for next week. All-time highs. I read yesterday that the valuation for Nvidia surpassed $4 trillion yesterday. That's insane. Insane. Great company, but in my opinion, it needs a rest. Look at this. It's been moving for 30 days. ON, another one here with a possible 3-2 down here for the week. PayPal, same thing. Do they hit this and go 222 down for the week, or do we stay 2-1? We've got the 3-bar here for the day to set it up. Shop already triggered 3-2-3. Once a 3, always a 3, and you can also see on the day a 3. Very, very volatile. SoFi extended A27. Do they trigger the 2024 and try to bring this back down? If so, I'm going to try to trade this back down to right here, first target, and then back down to the 10. Again, earnings coming up. Most stocks run in their earnings, and so you got to be careful about that. TPR, this is another one, too high, time to die. All-time highs, and if they decide to hit this on the 22 rev here today, I will nibble a short position, because if they manage to hit it hard enough, this could also set up the 222 rev for next week. And last but not least, Wells Fargo, inside, and then again, just like Bank of America, here's the run in the earnings, and now we have earnings coming up next week. That's it. I hope you trade them well. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the like button too. Until we meet again, take care, and God bless.